Murmati murkhabda Murmati murkhabda सात सुरों का मिश्रण सात रंगों का खेल सात समुंदरों से गहरा यहाँ दिलों का मेल
सात अजूबों से ज्यादा लोग निराले यहाँ करते रोज है हंस के मुश्किलों को फना Seven sisters
वो कहानी कहे
Seven sisters
दिल से दिल की सुने
Seven sisters
आओ उनसे मिले
Seven sisters
जो कभी ना रुके
Seven sisters El beşacan adu beşacan Ben her yüzdat nang ni Ben heno ran ran
Jar hapok ki dieng haklaw usan na pedang kinyun usung tiu per tiu do mau lai phau na arjing mun
El beşacan adu beşacan Ben her yüzdat nang ni Ben heno ran ran Ben her yüzdat nang ni Ben heno ran ran Ben her yüzdat nang ni Ben heno ran ran Kat bangadang yat lenti Sipon nga pan puson Tus ngap kani api Tus ngap kani akameiram au Kat bangadang yat lenti Sipon nga pan puson Tus ngap kani api Tus ngap kani akameiram au
mau ble mau plang mau ring kleng lạch cứ hong lạch co lại lùm tăng măng thân long lưng ngâm tơ chăng wa ye je rum len wa ken Pen rasa pentel penai ding yong ding lia ding paso lạch lưng quạt lạch jam lần nai ra leng rum bai ra đi co
Tus ngap kani akameiram au Tus ngap kani akameiram au
रीडा पीटर, पहले तो मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि आपके बैंड की जो परफॉर्मेंस थी वो बहुत ही कमाल थी, बहुत ही फ्रेश ट्यून्स थे। तो आपका ये संगीत का सफर कैसे स्टार्ट हुआ?
It started in 2010 when I was working in Bombay for almost a decade, and I came back to Meghalaya and I thought maybe I should try out something new with this place. So in 2010, since I was teaching and I was involved in the craft, so I realized that we have a very beautiful traditional instruments in Meghalaya which have not been used well enough, and people have not been able to express themselves through these instruments. And I feel like people also from outside should know how these instruments they exist, you know. That's when we started thinking, okay, why don't we share the beauty of this land, Meghalaya, to the people, sing about the beautiful things that happen. But in between, we realized that there's a lot of things also not right. You know, like the hills are going and the waters are not really clean anymore, like how it used to be when I was a kid. We came up with an ecological art project, which is our first album, Musical Nature.
तो आप और पीटर पहले तो मिले कब?
So when I was teaching, both of us were teaching in NIFT in NIF Shillong.
I was working a lot with crafts here for a very long time, almost more than 10 years. And for me, the thing is, I had grown up in a village. And that's when I first heard all these instruments. And I've always been very fascinated with them. And when Rita invited and said, okay, why don't we come up with some music? Then she asked me if I can play. So I said, yeah, I can play because I used to play guitar. And so that's how we actually blended,
Yes.
you know.
जब आपकी शुरुआत हो रही थी, the musical folk band,
Yes.
राइट, तो आपको वो ख्याल कब आया कि मुझे इंस्ट्रूमेंट मेकर्स के साथ कोलैबोरेट करना चाहिए?
Because I feel like these instruments are very special. So all our instruments are handcrafted. It's all handmade. So I think the person who can play best is the person who makes these instruments. For me, I feel there's more feeling and they understand, because if you look at instruments nowadays, if you want a guitar, you can just go and pick it up. Like for us to get an instrument from Badu, it's not that he just goes and cut any wood and make it. It's a long process. It takes time. It took my Duitara 3 years to get into, in my hand.
Wow.
Because we need to understand, it's not just, trying to do business with music.
जिस तरीके के सॉन्ग्स आप लिख रहे हैं, आप नेचर के ऊपर लिख रहे हैं, तो उस चीज के ऊपर ख्याल कब आया?
When I started traveling to these villages, when I wanted to drink a little water, earlier when I was a kid, I can just go to any stream and drink. But now it's not like that anymore. The streams are gone because the hills are gone. And obviously the freshness in the air. So I thought, nobody talks about this. So then I said, I'm a small, from a small little town and I'm not able to be heard. Why not write a song? So I thought, it started first with Sacrifice. Because, as human, the song that we did today, Sacrifice.
जब आप परफॉर्म करते हो, तो लोगों का रिस्पांस कैसा रहता है?
It was always very curious for people because they'd never seen. The first time when we went to Delhi, they asked us, how do you get these instruments? How is it made? What are these sounds? First time they're hearing, so it's all acoustic. Nothing like, you don't have any unreal processed sound in our music. So I think the response is very refreshing from people, especially if they know the meaning and the motto of what we do. I think people are appreciating, because I feel like the skill that humans have also is slowly dying. Technology has come. In one of our songs, we say technology can also kill the humanity because we are not able to use our hands anymore.
मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि आपके बैंड का अभी तक का सफर, किस तरीके का रहा, एंड आपका आगे का क्या प्लान है बैंड को लेकर?
Plan is we want to keep spreading our joy of being together as musicians. We want to keep these instruments better with time to make it more, when you say add more value to it. Because, these instruments are, again, made out of wood. You can't cut trees, if you have to do that. So we have to keep a balance. So for us, we are looking at being able to sustain ourselves at the same time without disturbing anyone, especially not the nature around us. And we want to teach also. It's not that we are doing this for the money, just to earn money or to make these instruments so that we can just make it like any ready-to-wear T-shirt or what you can be done by machine. So we want to keep that intact, not trying to change that.
मेरी बस एक छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट है कि आपके जो लोकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं, हमारे पास इंस्ट्रूमेंट मेकर भी हैं, तो अगर मुझे कुछ एक आधा बीट सिखा दे तो.
Sure. It will be a pleasure.
So for this instrument, there's only one beat, and it goes like this.
It keeps you on time. It's difficult to play this.
Not very difficult. It does take a lot of practice.
रीडा से बातचीत के दौरान हमें पता चला कि उनके पुश्तैनी गांव में काली मिट्टी की ऐसी किस्म पाई जाती है जिससे बनने वाले बर्तन दुनिया भर में मशहूर हैं।
Just tell you that this is a special clay in Jaintia Hills, and it's a black clay which is found only in Sung Valley in Jaintia Hills. And after this clay is clean, this is how they make it smooth. And eventually they kind of make it into a coil this way, and where they make traditional food over here. So this is a traditional pot where they make the traditional food here, like putharo, pumaloi, these special items that you get in Meghalaya. They've been practicing this over like now 40 years. So this is done with hand completely, and she'll just keep rolling. So her body is actually the wheel. So in this way, she keeps rolling around till it becomes smooth and mold it into a form, into a shape. The final product, after this is taken out from here, she will have to beat it with the stick. Eventually, you get this round, and they will close the hollow at the bottom. And this is the pot, basically.
रीडा, ये इतनी सुंदर सुंदर यहाँ पे प्लेट्स, केटल, ये सब है. आप इसके साथ कैसे जुड़े हो?
So what we've been doing with Dakti and the musical folks, we've been working with the crafts in Meghalaya, different kinds of crafts in Meghalaya.
Okay.
This is a pottery village. It's in Tirshang. This is in Jaintia Hills. So I come from this village, and this is an ancient practice which has been practiced by them over the years now. It's an ancient practice. It's a very special clay because if you look at this clay, it's got a lot of other properties which, you know, you don't see. The color of the clay is actually black, and it's got a lot of health benefits. So traditionally, they make these as cookware. So they make all our traditional food in this kind of pots. So eventually, over time now, they've been exploring other products. So they've been concentrating on tableware because we feel like, you know, the market needs something new. And also we were thinking like, you know, such beautiful products, why don't we introduce? Because this is all natural. The best part about this technique is each product is unique because it's all made with hand. So if you have 10 plates, all 10 plates would be different.
तो फिर इस क्राफ्ट को आगे कैसे बढ़ा रहे हैं?
For us, I think the future would be these because, you know, we are always running away from something unsustainable like plastic. So this is, I think, the future. So I think if you look at it, it's not fast, you can't mass produce, but, you know.
कितना समय लग जाता है इसको बनाने में?
So 20 pots like this in a day they can make. But that is, yeah, pottery is a long process. It takes a lot of time because you have to first, right from the beginning, you have to go procure the clay. Then they come here, they have to process, they have to clean the clay. So that is also done with hand. And after they clean, they have to kind of mix it until they get that refined, you know, the coil that they use.
Uniform coil.
Yes. And after they do that, they'll have to make the, you know, if you see any shape that they come up, they'll have to dry up in the sun. I think once it's dried completely, you go for firing. So these are open fired. It's still the traditional way.
तो अब पहली बात तो ये कि आपको कब ख्याल आया कि वापस आपको इस आर्ट के साथ जुड़ना है?
2011, 2012, 2011 onwards. So even Peter has been working with them over the years, training them to improve on their kind of, you know, because it's very raw if you look. But over time, we have refined it. So basically, I want to show that, you know, there's still people like them who still practice this art. It's very unique. I want to raise the value of this product because it's very special. So I think like the people should also understand, you know, like how, you know, it is not like a machine made, you know, it takes you wearing like a t-shirt. It takes like, you know, in one day you can make 10,000 pieces. So, you know, there's a whole lot of difference. There's a feel in these products.
अब अगर मान लो मैं इसको बम्बई वापस लेके जाना चाहूँ और वहाँ पर यूज करना चाहूँ तो कितना पॉसिबल रहता है?
Okay, there are many benefits. It's 100% organic, 100% handcrafted. It's got a lot of health benefits. If you drink water in this cup, you would actually know the difference of the water because I've experienced it, I'm telling you.
जैसे मटके के घड़े में जब हम पानी पीते हैं वैसा वाला हिसाब का. Okay.
So it's got all those properties and you know, you can do many things. You can serve, you can cook them on fire and gas.
अच्छा, फायर पे हम लोग आराम से इसको पका सकते हैं.
Yes, and then you can microwave. So it's got a lot of the
इसको
bowls.
माइक्रोवेव भी कर सकते हैं.
Yes.
मैं होप कर रहा हूँ कि आई थिंक आज के बाद और हमारा शो देखने के बाद और लोग इसके बारे में जानेंगे और जान सकते हैं इनके बारे में.
Yes.
वो कहते हैं ना कि अगर हीरे की परख जौहरी नहीं कर पाता है तो वो हीरा पत्थर कहलाता है। नॉर्थ ईस्ट के मेघालय में रीडा गैटपो वो जौहरी है जो हुनर से भरे हीरों को तलाश रही है और तराश भी रही है। हर वो चीज जो यहाँ की संस्कृति को जिंदा रखता है, रीडा उसे अपने हुनरमंद लोगों के साथ दुनिया तक पहुंचाने का काम कर रही है। रीडा को जानकर मैं इतना तो कह ही सकता हूं कि हौसलों के मिलने के बाद ही इंसान कुछ अलग करने की हिम्मत रखता है। रीडा में हौसला भी है और हिम्मत भी, इसीलिए आज पूरे नॉर्थ ईस्ट में वो अपनी एक अलग पहचान बना रही है। सेवन सिस्टर्स द एनिग्मेटिक जर्नी में रीडा की कहानी यहीं तक।
हर रोज के सफर में हम आपको नॉर्थ ईस्ट के ऐसे लोगों से मिलवाते हैं जिन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी में कुछ ऐसा काम किया है जो अनसुना, अनकहा और अनदेखा होता है। इस बार भी कुछ ऐसा ही है जिसे देखकर और सुनकर आपके मुंह से इतना तो जरूर निकल जाएगा, वाह क्या साज है।
This bamboo, the body of the bamboo, we have to cut during season. So after it is completely dry, it doesn't take much time. I will cut it into sizes, to some sandpapers to smoothen it. Then I will make holes. Then the most important component of the bamboo is there's a rattle here. That is the mechanism. This mechanism, it converts our hum into the beautiful tone of the bamboo.
सेवन सिस्टर्स द एनिग्मेटिक जर्नी में मेरा सफर आ गया है नागालैंड के दीमापुर में और मैं आ पहुंचा हूं इस तक। क्या है ये एक ऐसा साज है जिसकी आवाज से सुनने वाले मंत्रमुग्ध हो जाते हैं। तो आज इसे बनाने वाले भी मेरे साथ हैं और बजाने वाले भी। तो मेरे साथ हैं मुआ और अरेनला। तो मुआ,
हाँ जी,
क्या है ये बताइए।
ये है bamboo.
बैमहम, ओके।
How this name came, I will explain.
प्लीज।
The body is made from bamboo. So I've taken out half bam
बैम,
instead of bamboo. We hum into it. So I've conjoined these two words. It's called bam hum.
मतलब ये थोड़ा सा फ्लूट की तरह भी दिखता है। इसमें और उसमें क्या फर्क है?
Flute is one of the hardest instruments to play in the world. This bam hum is an instant musician maker. So if you know how to hum, say, ooh.
हर एक इन्वेंशन की एक आइडिया, इंस्पिरेशन होती है।
Yes.
इसका इंस्पिरेशन क्या था?
Our former previous president used to say, necessity is the mother of all inventions.
Correct.
So when Aranla was appointed as guru by Northeast Zone Cultural Center to teach folk theater and music, she appointed me as her accompanist. So we were looking for a musical instrument to play for our compositions, but unfortunately we couldn't find the right instrument. Because Naga musical instruments are very limited. We cannot play notes. We can play a few notes, but not the way she's composing. So we thought of guitar, violin, but we thought that's too Western. So that necessity brought me this invention.
इससे आप अपने नागा कल्चर को, फोक म्यूजिक को कैसे जिंदा रख रहे हैं?
We are playing folk fusion.
Folk
We incorporate folk, the best of folk, with modern rhythms.
Okay.
Yeah. So those tunes Aranla is playing because she's the lead bam hum player in a band called Epayu Genesis.
Okay.
So through that, I've traditional folk are been, propagated.
तो इसको आप लोग कुछ कहते भी हैं जो आपका फॉर्म ऑफ म्यूजिक है?
Yes, we call it Howi music.
It is a blend of Naga folk tunes and other folk elements
Okay.
with the various forms of modern rhythm. We Nagas used to chant Howe, Hoa, Howe, Hoa while doing work or dance during the festivals. And it really used to ease them and give them lots of
Pumped up.
energy. Okay. So we thought that if we give this name to our music, it will suit because our music is so soulful, so energetic, and so healing.
Howe is your form of music. Bum hum is your invention. So bum hum would definitely be used in Howe.
Yes.
Can you just hum something?
How's that?
Wow. तो आप लोग मिले कैसे?
It's about late 1970s when the rock scene was very heavy. And I was playing a lead guitar in a band, and she was a popular solo singer. I used to see her performance in many concerts. I hope she has seen me somewhere too.
Yeah, I used to see him and their group also wanted me to play with them certain stage. So I bumped into their group also. And their group was named Heavy Zap.
Like you said that your band name is Abiogenesis. उसका मतलब क्या है?
Abiogenesis is a biological term. And it means to reactivate the dead cells. Many of the musicians would feel awkward to do a new form of music, especially when they are youngsters, okay? But it was because of my two sons that they were liking the songs that we used to compose, the tunes, and they were saying it's a really good one. So we thought of giving a name to our music, and we gave Howe music, and that's the genre that we have developed, and that's our own music, and nobody can steal that away from us. And now there are so many people appreciating us in Nagaland, and in Nagaland, almost everyone, from the parents till down to the kids, they enjoy listening to our music, coming to our shows like that. And that's what keeps us alive and kicking.
बदलाव के सामने हार जाना या फिर अपनी सोच से बदलाव की दिशा बदल देना, इन दोनों में से हम किसी एक ही चीज का चुनाव करते हैं। अगर अपनी सोच से समाज की दशा और दिशा बदलने की आपने ठान ही ली तो रास्ते कठिन ही सही, देर लगेगी लेकिन सफलता आपको जरूर मिलेगी। इस बांस के एक टुकड़े से बम हम बनाने वाले मुआ सुबोंग ने एक कमाल कर दिया। उनको वक्त जरूर लगा है, लेकिन म्यूजिक जगत में उनको हमेशा याद रखा जाएगा। तो जब भी कभी मौका मिले तो बम हम को लाइव सुनिएगा, क्योंकि बम हम जब बजता है तो ट्रेडिशनल और मॉडर्न दोनों का साथ में संगम सुनने को मिलता है।
Seven sisters,